This is the Play No Games podcast. We're the hardest working podcast in Portland, Oregon, man.
Play
No.
game. Play
No.
games.
Podcast
Slash show.
Hey, welcome to the Play No Games podcast.
Robert be trying to just
show.
ruin stuff.
No,
for
we're supposed to harmonize.
No,
it together.
you're not.
Oh, okay. Now
You're
I
not.
know. Now I know.
You
Now
should
I
have
know.
known this a few episodes ago.
My bad. Welcome to the new season / new setup to the Play On Games podcast / show. Yo, listeners, want to say mondo respect to all of you. The averages are going up, but more importantly, if you like what we're doing, I really feel like I'm a fucking YouTuber now. You need to like, comment, and subscribe on this
And hit the
video.
bell icon.
Yes.
Slam the beat that bell.
Get notifications.
If you like what we're doing, because it really helps in the algorithm so more people can see this dopeness. But more importantly, we create this content for you so we can put you on a higher vibration, higher frequency for self-growth, relationships, and most importantly, having a balanced lifestyle.
And Robert, tell them what they should do on Spotify.
Ooh, you should definitely hit the like button on Spotify and Apple Music and just follow so you can get the immediate download.
5 stars.
Please it helps a lot. Give the 5-star review.
5-star review.
I'm gonna keep saying this until it happens. I gotta pay 4 niggas. I gotta pay 4 African Americans. You know, because Koss and Andrew and they've been really practicing. No. They've been practicing and saying a special word. And that special word is donations, because why y'all always think it's a race thing? Gosh, why y'all crazy? Why y'all thinking about that?
They said 4 niggas. I only know one.
I'm like 3 in one, you the other one. Come on, man. What you talking about?
You 3 niggas in one?
Bro, I am wild.
You got multiple personality disorder?
I have DID. Okay?
You're like that bear from Jujutsu Kaisen. The
Yeah,
panda bear. I just finished Jujutsu Kaisen.
What'd I tell you?
That was fire.
There we go.
That was fire.
So yeah, if you like what we're doing, we're trying to build the studio. We're trying to get some nice artwork. We're trying to do more things. Please donate to Hero Bob $. That's on the Cash App. But more importantly, I think I'm gonna pass it to my left, cause he gonna let it.
You know what time. Oh,
We haven't done this in a while.
it is.
Maybe. Yeah.
This segment is called Play No Games. It could be good, bad, negative, anything. How you feeling for the day? You just talk about what you play no games about. You know what? Forget both of y'all. I'll go first.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm about time. I need some time to think.
I got mine.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm playing no games about cooking. I think people don't take pride in their work when it comes to like cooking. People just kind of like force you to eat whatever they make, and I think cooking is an opportunity for you to create a relationship. I think it's an opportunity also for you to build a bond between someone else in a way, because like they say, your food is like the way to the heart, and I feel like it can also help heal somebody. It can also help give somebody the comfort of like traditions or past or whatever, and so I think it's a place that I think a lot of people need to sit down and before making a meal or preparing a meal for someone else, to really think about what you're doing before you do it. That's what I'm playing no games with.
Nice.
I'm so glad you said that, and I just feel like I have more of the license to say this, and because I'm doing more reading about how to grow our podcast, and I got to remind people about things I've already said before, and that is literally, I used to be a fat kid, and what this guy is saying is is like so true. Like, I still got the stretch mark receipts on my size where I'm like, y'all see, like, I got the rite of passage stretches. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And like, I just want to say portion control really helped me. Mm-hmm. And like, I know this now because I'm like in my Thundercat, because like I could really, if I really wanted like abs, I just had to spend like 3 weeks, change up like few things. But I like how my body is. But like I think what a lot of people, when it comes to like their relationship with food, is so critical for their growth because food so much. I'll say in our Black community and just communities in general, like food brings us together. And what I feel like what a lot of people don't talk about is food is such a comfort, and it's something. Let's just say this: it's something where it's an acceptable addiction,
So to speak. I would say so to speak. But I think what people need to learn to tap back into this conversation is like food is supposed to give you energy. It's a source of energy. And a lot of times people eat things that make them go to sleep. So there's no energy involved in that aspect. And so you've actually done the opposite of what the process of what food is supposed to do.
Yeah.
And it's that's here nor there, but like you're saying, like being able to bring people together is definitely an opportunity with food. Make people smile. Food definitely, like, especially if food is good and you in a room and everybody quiet. That's how you know the food is good.
Yeah.
And just like little things like that, like you can just tell by expressions and stuff like that. So yeah,
Oh yeah. What's your favorite dish to make? Let's go
Anything.
round robin.
Okay.
Or around the table.
That's hard. People ask me that all the time, man.
Yeah.
I'm a breakfast person. I love making breakfast.
Oh, okay.
Breakfast food, any type of breakfast food. But I mean, I try and make everything. Like I'm not really a dessert person.
We figured this out.
Oh,
I'm not a. How you?
cookies and cream would think different.
That is fair.
That's candy. That's different.
Candy is the dessert though.
No, it's not.
Candy can be a dessert.
You're cap. Don't just try to be right. Don't still fight to be right.
What
It's
do
a dessert.
How is
Your parents never like for dessert let you have a chocolate bar or something like that?
no?
Oh.
I was eating that like during the day, so it wasn't like
Okay, just because I eat breakfast at night, does that not make it a breakfast food?
because you eat cereal at nighttime.
Yeah.
So say
Or-
you eat cereal at dinner time, it's not so cereal. Yeah, it's cereal.
Okay, it's a breakfast made item. Candy is made to be a dessert. Yeah, you can snack on it to be a noon, but it's supposed to be sweet after you eat. Just don't fight to be right. You're wrong. You're wrong.
I've never seen it as a dessert. That's why
It's definitely not a snack.
shit.
Americans make it a snack.
Yeah. We know.
Hey, that's why I ain't got no teeth. That's like.
Ooh, I would say my favorite. I gotta go top 3, and I'm not gonna say Sour Patch Kids. Top 3 is
Smoothies.
No,
Robert loves making smoothies.
I love showing you I can make smoothies. I'm smoothie king.
How many you got in the freezer right now? How many cups?
See, this is why I can't live. Stay out though. Anywho, my top favorite thing,
At least 5.
and I'm saying, I'll say they have to be made. I'll say beef curry.
Interesting.
How my mom makes it, love it. Shout out to T. I'm not gonna say her full name. Homemade macaroni and cheese.
That's
and
good.
Then I would have to say it's also a 7-Up cake. Those are my 3.
Ooh, that's a slept-on item. A 7-Up cake.
My
What
mom-
you know about 7-Up
My
cake?
mom,
Oh, yeah.
my mom makes the best 7-Up cake. I promise you.
Damn, yeah.
I promise you, she makes the best 7-Up cake.
Yeah, the
I'm gonna
7-Up
have to say, I'm
cake, yeah,
sorry.
the-
My mom makes. I'm sorry. My mom makes. The
My
best
mom
7-Up.
literally has a pastry company. She makes 7-Up cake.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, I'll blur that out. But
Can I buy your mom's 7-Up cake? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Oh.
wait. This holidays, how about this?
Sweet
I'm-
treats. Her
I'll,
company's
I'll,
called Sweet
I'll
Treats.
ask my mom if she
Sweet
can make a
Treats, okay.
7-Up cake, because that's one of the things I'm
Oh,
trying to learn
hell yeah.
this holidays. Because we gotta get the women out the kitchen, we gotta get the men up in there. You know what I'm saying?
So today I tried to make cinnamon rolls. It was like a cinnamon roll cake. It did not work out well. But I'm not a baker. But my mom is always baked.
Yeah.
Growing up, upside down cakes, 7-Up cakes, rum cakes, you name it. Like she was baking.
Yeah.
So like it's crazy that like now that I'm like trying to get into that process of like baking. I'm
Mm.
It's
like,
tricky.
I be calling her, like, hey, how you do this?
Yeah.
How you-
Literally me when I made spaghetti. Actually no.
Spaghetti?
No.
Spaghetti?
Well, you gotta make it. You want to make it a certain way.
Don't tell me you didn't break the spaghetti, did you?
No,
before
no,
doing
no,
it?
no. Like you know how you like want a certain taste.
Okay.
And it was so interesting.
Were you making the marinara? Was that it?
No, something like that. Yeah. And like, just like, it was just like small, it's like small different things.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh, I didn't know.
How much
like, to do
sugar?
that.
How much salt to use? How much pepper?
That, and then, yeah, exactly. Cause I was like, oh, I was throwing the shit off. But
much basil?
where I really fucking like threw ham on a couple weeks ago was hash browns. I was fucking my hash browns up, and my mom was like, "Why is the stove too hot? This, and that." So I've been calling my mom a lot more for slight tweaks, and she's like, "No, do this." So while you was fucking hating, now I know how to do different shit,
Hash browns are very tricky to make.
and now I know how to do that shit.
They're very tricky because your pan has to start out hot and then you cut it down.
You gotta cut it down
Because you gotta fry it. You gotta fry the bottom of it. So
I didn't know that. I kept it high the entire time. And my mom like gave me some free game points, and I was like, and my hash browns are so they melt in your mouth now. You know what I'm saying?
Have you done stuffed hash browns?
I'm like a 3-star. I'm not a 5-star yet.
So I did a fundraiser Sunday, and I fried fish.
Okay. Why? I don't know why it keeps freezing. I think it's because there's still we have like 6 or 7. My stuffed hash browns whenever you're ready. All right.
Oh. Do you not make stuffed hash browns?
No, that's something I'm not ever gonna do. But
why not?
Because
what do you stuff them with?
Cheese.
Like mozzarella, cheddar, Monterey
It's
Jack.
like cheese. You
That's
can
how
do,
you
so you can do like
Americans say
cheese,
it.
bacon, whatever you want to put in it. Like, and you really just like, I like mix it beforehand. So like I'll put it all.
Sorry, he's looking at me. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing.
He's literally on crack, y'all. Like I've never seen him this hype.
Casillon. It's Casillon.
I like the stuffed hash brown idea.
Yeah, you just mix it beforehand. Put a little flour in there.
I'll talk to my mom about 7-Up cake. Talk to your mom about 7-Up cake.
Absolutely.
I'd like to try
She'll be
both.
here.
Have your headphones?
I think my mom comes back next
Like the same
month.
thing.
September. She comes back next month, September.
All right.
Yeah. She'll be here for 2 weeks and then she goes back to Texas.
All right.
Fire.
Yep. So I did this past weekend. I did a fish fry. Made the batter. Fried the fish.
What type of fish?
Halibut.
But you don't eat fish.
I don't eat it.
Who'd you make it for?
I still fried it.
Just
fundraiser.
Friends? Oh, fundraiser. Yeah.
Fundraiser. Yeah. Oh, fundraiser. You know what I'm saying?
It was for
It was a
my rugby
fundraiser.
team.
Fundraiser.
For my rugby team.
Oh, okay.
I'm a cod guy when it comes to like fry. Like I like fish and chips.
But you just gotta like. For me, it's like you just gotta know what you're doing.
I know you like
A
fish.
cod guy.
He's a soccer
Cod.
player.
Isn't cod like a dirty fish?
No, that's the clean one.
Cod.
Cod is like super white.
Yeah, it's super.
What? Why is he? What?
You have some pink fish and you have white fish. Cod, halibut, and then what's another one?
How do the white fish talk to the pink fish?
Shut up. Okay.
Cause
I know like salmon would be like pink fish.
Yeah. And the pink
what
ones.
about catfish? Catfish is kind of white fish, but it's
yeah,
a
but
bottom
like
feeder.
the reason I say it's cleaner is because it doesn't have that fishy taste.
Is
like a salmon has a super fishy taste, and I don't like that.
yeah, they're yeah.
You have to like smoke a salmon and do all this stuff to make it like.
Really, you can bake a salmon and make it.
You can bake it if you want,
know
but you got to put so much like lemon on it and like mayo if you want.
What the fuck?
I know, dude. I know people that literally do like mayo, lemon.
Yeah.
Throw it in the
I've
oven.
seen it, but I don't do that.
Why you
It
putting
keeps it.
mayo
It
on
keeps it moist.
Ew.
Moist.
It's
and
like
it doesn't
putting
taste like
oil.
fish.
It's like putting oil on it, basically.
Just put oil on it. Why are you putting mayonnaise on it?
Dude, some people really like mayonnaise.
That's an excuse to kill your lifespan.
I put brown sugar on mine.
Mhm.
They caramelize it.
But
Was that a dessert?
No.
can I say my?
Yeah, go
Things
ahead.
to- okay.
Is that a dessert?
Since Robert named 3, I'll name 3.
Okay.
From scratch, I love making pizza.
Okay. I did that
Dough,
today.
toss, all that. Love making pizza.
Absolutely.
Love smoking meats, like barbecuing. Especially this summer, I've been smoking a lot. Like I did tri-tip, I did ribs, brisket, all this stuff. So fun.
Oh yeah.
That's dope.
With the Traeger, you get the pellets, you smoke it. 8 hours. Yeah, love smoking meat.
Mm-hmm.
And then dessert, love to make tiramisu. Tiramisu. It's
Really?
surprisingly not hard to make.
Okay.
You get the ladyfinger cakes. You dip it in the espresso with the milk. You let that sit. You make the cream. You whip the cream up, and then you just put the cream with the ladyfingers like row by row, and that's it. It's like building I was gonna say a wall, but now that's gonna trigger people too. But it's like building. It's like a cement wall, or not a cement, a brick wall. If you ever build bricks, where you put the things and you put the cream.
You see how he sets himself up for these things? We're not even thinking that. It's like this wall, and they were like, "Why?"
That's dope.
No, because I gotta,
What?
I gotta know what triggers people.
What triggers people? What you playing no games
come
about,
on.
Josh?
Some people don't like saying you build a wall. I just
That's hilarious.
Yeah, this is factual. Some people don't like seeing people say that.
yeah, but I'd say those three right now are what I like.
I have to try your tiramisu.
I'll bring it by. I've done it for a Friendsgiving. It was one of the things I brought in the past. We did a cultural Friendsgiving, so we said
maybe during this holiday we'll do a potluck style, and so everybody bring
Yeah,
something.
everybody's gonna bring
White
something.
elephant.
I'm bringing electricity.
I like that, Robert.
Because Robert can't cook, but it's all right.
That's fine. And,
Just bring the smoothies.
Hey, ladies, you know what I'm saying? Just letting y'all know if y'all ever want that intimate one-on-one, I'm single. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of this single life. I can't cook. For me and you, the world ain't got to know, but you ain't going to be hungry.
Microwave.
You ain't go no
Chef Mike.
No.
Chef
You ain't
Microwave.
gonna be hungry hanging with me. But that's all. You ain't gonna be hungry.
Because we gonna order out.
Damn, we're still on ages. We play no games.
This is fine. This has been old school.
It is old school. Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah. Mine's a little goofier. I got invited to my first fantasy football league. Now, so I've done fantasy basketball. I've done fantasy Premier League soccer. Never really did the fantasy football thing. I like football, but it's first time doing it, and it's with my coworkers. So I was hoping if you guys got any. I hear running backs are really important, wide receivers are really important, quarterbacks are maybe not as important as you'd make them out to be.
Depends upon the league. Depends upon the league you're in.
Okay,
absolutely.
Is it a 3-receiver league or is it?
It's a 7 offensive.
Good God, I'm not the person to ask.
Hold on,
Damn.
I can pull it up right now.
Actually,
damn. So yeah, forget you.
Oh wow,
I would say a good quarterback, a tight end, and a running back will usually set you straight. Because you can capture points with any type of receiver. Just like the sleeper though is definitely the tight end. Getting a good tight end.
I have heard that. I'm going for my guy Mark Andrews.
You can't say that. See,
No. I'm a Ravens fan. Mark Andrews is my guy.
Hey, I'm a Raven, so I respect that.
See, this is why I'm the GOAT at fantasy. I don't say or publicize in no setting my stuff.
Yeah.
Because if I'm your opponent, when you think you're on Twitter, things like that, I know what you're looking for.
You're looking at his likes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that. So I'm like, all right, cool. He's going to pick up, Deshaun Watson and this. Or you can pick up Johnny Manziel. I mean,
that's fire pickup right there.
Really?
No. So it's 1 QB, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, tight end, flex, D, and then kicker.
I'm more.
Can the flex be any position? Is that what that means? So I could be like 2 quarterbacks or another running back. Okay.
That's kind of how you had it set up, right?
Oh no, we basketball baby.
No, I was in a football one and it was set up like that.
Do you guys want to know my name?
I don't know. I don't know if I want.
I'm gonna listen to Andrew. I don't think we want to know.
No, we're gonna get past on now.
We're gonna know.
So we sell in the automotive industry, so we have to do automotive themed.
Yeah, get ready. Get the puns. Get the
it's
ready.
It's Kissing Cousins GMC of St. Paul.
I knew.
What the fuck?
So there's a lot of Kissing Cousins, Kirk Cousins had to be in there. GMC, everyone knows GMC stands for Gay Man Chevy of St. Paul, which is Minnesota. We got #1 team right there.
The joke is up. It's wide left. It's no good, folks.
Okay. My original plan was much better. My original plan was to be Henry Ruggs Chevrolet of Las Vegas.
Huh?
Henry Ruggs Chevrolet of Las Vegas.
Oh,
But that one was someone died in that situation, so I was like, I should make a pun of this.
Yeah, you know.
Why do you do these names like this?
Dude, it has to be done.
He's that kind of a guy.
Yeah, I see.
It has to be done. Otherwise, it was gonna be like massaging my team. That was gonna be the name if it didn't have to be auto themed.
What the fuck?
Interesting.
Oh my god!
You know, just sneaking in,
Only
even
cause. Only cause.
It's the best part about it is the team names.
So you must be defeated every week.
Dude, the puns are the best part. I'll have a different name every week.
Really? Alright, you're that owner. You're that kind of owner. Well, all I know is W's, even though it's not fantasy football, but you know. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? I'm the champ over here.
He cheated.
Here we go. When the hate so work, they start telling lies. I ain't gonna.
Hey, I didn't know what the hell I was doing until like week 10.
Here we go with the cap.
I didn't. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It was my first season with y'all.
Hey, fantasy basketball?
Yes.
I don't like fantasy basketball.
I gave you a great trade, even though I didn't need it. But
too much.
Oh, that's
too much.
Right.
Fantasy basketball, too much lineup changing, too much trading.
Nope. This is why fantasy basketball is the best. We are spending so much time in the day, right? Let's just say, like, it's a consistency thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what else are you doing in the day? The only thing you have to do is like, all right, bet Damian Lillard's not playing. Let me just take him out. Boom, boom, boom. That's a quick thing. There's nothing wrong with that. You know how many basketball you go to at minimum 4 basketball games in a year? Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
All I'm saying is fantasy basketball is the best fantasy because it makes watching it different. But that's not here or there. But you want to know what I'm playing no games about, y'all?
What?
This is a little bit more serious and it involves sports. So
interesting.
There is a guy, and I think you guys both know his name. Let me pull this up. His name is Gervonta
Davis?
No, Adrian Bonner.
Adrian Bonner.
Bonner, yeah. He was supposed to be in a fight last week, and he pulled out for mental health reasons.
Oh.
And then he got on a live stream with Gervonta Davis, and Gervonta Davis is a fighter.
Tank.
And I am paraphrasing, but he pretty much dissed him and said, "You ain't got no mental health problems. You don't need to fight." Like all these people are claiming mental health, and then you know, Adrian was talking about he wasn't right and things like that. So I want to play no games about men's mental health in sports and just men's mental health in general. There's this one fighter. His name is O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley,
and like he won a fight in the UFC, and then he talked about how his friend died.
No. You're talking about Patty Pimblett.
There we go.
Patty Pimblett.
And like,
I heard, seen that.
Yeah, those are really good.
I was just like, okay, I think the really thing that shocked me is like I use humor as like a defense mechanism for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And like I know I want to have the best intentions that I don't know if Gervonta and them were like friends, but like what he kind of said to them was kind of out of line because he was like, I'm trying to get my mental health right. And I'm like, and you look at a fighter, you've never seen in this day and age a fighter being like, I'm not fighting because I'm not right.
Yeah.
And
that is,
and like, I guess for me, the part where I don't play no games about is like, I know sometimes I've made jokes that, you know, some jokes, but like really respecting the mental health of people who say that they need mental health, even if there are people who take advantage of it in sports, because some people, like Adrian was saying, like, I'm not mentally right, and I know if I'm not mentally right, I'm not going to box, and this is a sport where I can die in. So I just want to say that as a male populace, male mental health is important, especially in this day and age where I feel like a lot of good men aren't heard and a lot of stuff is swept under the rug.
Yeah.
So if men need mental health breaks, be more kind. Don't be like me and chuckle.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think that's really interesting because something very similar happened in the jiu-jitsu world. There was a match, Gordon Ryan versus Felipe Pena. Felipe Pena's friend died a couple days before the match. Andre Lowe got shot in the head by an off-duty police officer, actually, in a bar in Brazil. And Felipe wanted to pull out. They convinced him to keep going, to fight, and then he actually quit like 40 minutes into the fight. He just like walked off. And then Gordon Ryan, the guy who was competing, went on Instagram to call him like a bitch and like
Oh.
unnotable. Like it wasn't very notable of him or whatever, and like just using it as an excuse. So pretty much what like Tank Davis was doing.
I think it's becoming more talked about in aspects of it, but I don't feel like it's recognized as something that could be or should be notarized, because men are supposed to be this strong and A, B, C, and D. But I think now that society's kind of opened up to the idea of
No,
like,
they're not.
Like,
No, they're not.
They've opened to like female athletes.
I don't think I would say. I don't know. I would say yes in certain sports. Yes.
They didn't. They gave whatchamacallit in tennis some hell.
Naomi?
Yeah, they gave her fucking hell.
Yeah, but that's because it was like she's also dealing with international media, I think, which is a lot harsher than U.S. media in that situation. But they did give her shit. And then who was the other? Someone else also. Simone Biles.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She got a lot of backlash.
She got a lot of backlash, but then she was like very immediately followed up by support.
Yeah. And so I think it's just men and women both. I think we just live in a society today where like people don't recognize their own mental health, and
Yeah.
it becomes oh, you just being a bitch, or
Looking for an excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, similar to a lot of situation when it comes to Ben Simmons, your favorite player. Yeah.
His back ain't hurt. Let me fucking tell you. I'll give you a surgery.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
he said his mental was so messed up it made his back hurt.
There
Which
you
is
go.
a real thing.
Okay, we have documented evidence of Ben Simmons quitting on his team and being true and him being babied during
Here
his
we
entire life.
Go.
Where's Katie going?
Huh?
Where's Katie going?
Katie's staying in.
No,
You think he's staying in Brooklyn? I don't think
It's
so.
been reported.
I heard in a perfect world he would have already been traded. That's what the report
He's
I
a
heard.
Brooklyn Net.
I don't think he's staying. I think he's gonna go to.
Memphis?
I have heard Memphis,
Portland.
That's
It
the
was
biggest one right now.
reported that he's with Brooklyn for the season.
Minnesota.
Oh, that's not gonna happen.
Why would he go to Minnesota?
Why are we?
Because they have stuff to trade.
They do. They really do. They got a lot of young talent.
Or Portland.
Yeah. How do we?
I mean, he was just here for
Dude, he was here. Mike James baseball game, all that.
He was here.
Was the mayor there?
No.
The mayor was there.
The mayor was there?
The mayor was.
Hell yeah.
That's super
You're
dope.
funny for that.
No, I knew it was when I immediately when I
The
saw
mayor was there?
immediately when I
didn't
saw
know that.
Katie in a Mike James like baseball
Yes,
jersey.
The mayor. Sam.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the other mayor.
No.
No, the real mayor of
The real
Portland.
mayor of Portland.
Yes, he hosted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's about the next level.
Yeah, he hosted it.
That's
Did
his
he- did-
brand.
I know.
Okay.
Is that how like?
He also hosted his birthday party too, which was, I guess, cracking.
He hosted Mike James' birthday or Katie's birthday?
Mike James'
Mike James'
birthday,
birthday.
which Katie was there.
Was that like the same weekend?
Yeah,
The other week? Oh, okay.
it was a 3-day event.
Is Mike James on a team?
He's supposed to go to Brooklyn.
Oh, he is.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's cool.
Now we'll take Dwight with that last spot.
Dwight, what?
We'll take Dwight Howard.
Oh,
We need some rebounds and some toughness.
Dwight Howard staying in L.A.
you guys
He
should
might-
take. You guys need JJ Hickson.
Anyway, we had to give y'all We had to give y'all what we played on games about because it's been a while. We haven't had one in a minute.
Oh man,
I suppose.
We haven't.
no,
We definitely haven't.
we have not.
So let's get off into our very first segment. You know,
Would that be?
is it me or do you?
Go ahead, you can start,
All right, I'm gonna pull this one up.
and I'll go second, and then you'll finish.
Yep. Actually, I know what I'll do. So, Andrew Tate.
Oh shit!
Rest in peace.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
He's socially dead.
So, last week, me and Koss were talking about Andrew Tate, masculinity, some of his exploits, and during the time, he got X'd off of Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok,
Twitter.
Twitter.
You're welcome, society. We did it.
What do you call it? What's the all?
We did it.
What's all the sharing platforms, streaming like Twitch, like all those. He's off all those platforms for what he represents and things like that. And I kind of wanted to like bring you into it because I feel like you definitely missed a great conversation about Andrew Tate, and I'm just curious, before we kind of talk about the overall canceling, do you know about Andrew Tate at all?
I mean, from listening to the episode, it was pretty interesting.
Smart answer.
Smart answer.
Smart answer.
I mean, I did.
So I have to ask y'all a question. Do y'all think it was right that they canceled Andrew Tate?
Yeah. I mean, yes, but I mean, in a perfect world, I mean, other people should be canceled too, you know, in taking off. But I feel like nowadays people are trying to get more strict about a lot of things that are being broadcasted. And he just happened to be the first person to kind of bite the bullet. I mean, because didn't Elon Musk get booted off Twitter too for something he said?
Maybe. I'm not. I can't. I don't know.
But I was like, didn't he buy Twitter or something like that too?
No, he had he was beefing with them, and then he wanted to buy it. Donald Trump was kicked off of Twitter.
Yeah,
and then he wanted to go start his own platform.
And look at that,
whatever that's called, real news or whatever. I don't know.
Just like that conservative Tinder app. Tired of the liberals. Down low. I have a topic. Yeah, there's a conservative for only conservatives.
Damn.
And you have to, and they have to make sure that you are not gay or lesbian. And like, there's no like gay or lesbian conservatives. So I'm just like, y'all know you're gonna visit another demographic of people.
That's funny.
But,
that's crazy.
So we're gonna finish up talking about Andrew Tate. So Cos. Or yes. Actually, this is my inquiry, right? Where like I fundamentally disagree with Andrew Tate, right? But when I look on Will Smith's, Instagram, because it is Will Smith's Instagram, there are still white supremacists. There's a lot of people who could say a lot of stuff. Well, I just find it very interesting. They're like, you know what? Andrew Tate, Mr. Bugatti himself, you gotta go. No, you. And I'm not just talking about Instagram. I'm talking about everything. And not trying to say like freedom of speech is gonna like be gone away or things like that. But like, where is some of like the responsibility to the listeners? Whereas like I'll give you guys this example, right? Responsibility to the listeners. Where like if I'm watching on Netflix on like how to murder somebody, right? And I go murder someone. Oh my gosh, if I wasn't watching so many murders, like I have a responsibility. I know I have to. I'm using that example. It's kind of like I know there's a lot of impressionable people that would download Hustlers University, but that's still on them. Or where it's kind of like I don't agree with Andrew Tate, but as listeners, why can't we just? Our most powerful thing is our view. Our most powerful things are like, why couldn't we just like not? So I guess. Why Andrew Tate versus I'm trying to think of someone who should definitely be off Will Smith's, social media.
Yeah.
Who should be off of Will Smith's?
I don't know. I don't think I follow Will Smith.
I do not. I definitely don't keep up with Will Smith's Instagram.
Okay.
I follow Martin Lawrence.
Okay. Well, Martin Lawrence is Instagram. I mean, or internet because
I don't know.
I'm confused by the question. What do you mean?
I'm saying like.
People leaving comments?
I'm saying not people leaving comments. I'm more or less talking about like what's the barometer to get someone kicked off social media like entirely because let's just say I may have disagreed with Andrew Tate.
It has to be too influential.
I know, so it's kind of like, but why are certain other people? I know Donald Trump. I don't know a person who's like been very bigoted on there, but it's kind of like, what's the parameters now? Because Andrew Tate. I would rather. I don't know. That's why I'm asking y'all.
Here, like I'll give you a comparison. Like Andrew Tate gets canceled for promoting toxic masculinity and this stuff. And not saying he did it correctly or in the right way, but then you have shows like The View that are on like cable network, essentially throwing a lot of trash at men and like the way men act, think, and all this stuff. So I don't know. That's a light comparison you can make. Like you, Robert, I don't agree with his views, but to just ban a person off of social media, because you don't agree with what he says and what he does. I don't know. I feel like that's not fair. There should be a level of in terms of freedom of speech in that regard.
Yeah, it's just like what's next,
If he can get banned, then we can get banned.
Very much so.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Because it's like, at the end of the day, who controls all of this, right? Like, your words, people, the government, like, I mean, anybody can be canceled at any moment. And I think that's just the hardship of what you do, but I think that's just the reality we live in. And I think we just have to. Andrew Tate is just an example of, like, going in opposite direction.
Mm.
And I think a lot of people were just, like, maybe complain, maybe? I don't know.
I just find it interesting, too, how, like, let's say a couple years back, being canceled was, like, a social thing. People would stop listening. People would throw a lot of shit at you, would do this stuff to kind of ruin your career or try to ruin your career. Now being canceled literally means being canceled, like being taken off of all platforms and, like, not having a place to say your own piece.
Agreed. Like, I'll say this. There are some criminals that, we'll just say, will never be reformed. But, like, when you say the restorative justice system, like, we put a lot of people, at least in American prisons, where they're not getting the help they deserve, and they're calling restorative justice, where it's kind of like, when do we change? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm trying to think who got canceled and that needed to get canceled. Not Donald Sterling. He needed to go. Who's someone who was canceled and I'm trying to think of, like, someone who was like
Wendy Williams?
Leave Wendy alone.
Yeah,
that poor woman.
Yeah, she's
her health is not great.
She's down bad. Her and her size 13.
Oh, no.
She rival with me. She better stop. I'm trying to think who got canceled and
deserved it. Like Kevin Spacey.
Don't know too much, but I feel like
Louis C.K.
Nah, we're fine. But yeah,
Kevin Spacey was the guy who.
Kids can't be.
Kevin Spacey was the one he like kissed.
In front of you right now.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, wow.
Kevin Spacey is that actor from House of Cards who
I think he deserved that.
Who, like, kiss kids on the lips and whatnot.
Yeah, he deserves that. You are our conspiracy. Yeah, he's our conspiracy.
Like,
guy.
when he was a young, earlier in his acting career. Okay.
Yeah. Hurt your stock.
What? What?
He definitely needs to get canceled. He's a kissing kid.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know where you're going with this.
No, I'm asking for someone who got canceled that didn't need to get canceled.
I thought you were asking who.
Like, that's what
no, because you said who got canceled, who deserved it.
Oh, my bad. I definitely said that.
Right? Okay. Can I get some backup here? Huh?
My bad.
Producer, please.
I definitely said that. I agree. All right. Who do y'all think got canceled and didn't deserve to get canceled? Like, yeah.
Greg Oden.
He needs to get canceled. He stole Portland's money. I know that for a fact.
Who didn't deserve to get canceled?
I don't know.
Like, heavily canceled, like scrutinized media-wise, because there's a lot of athletes that get unjustified, like, criticism thrown at them, but that's not really canceled.
Okay, would y'all agree with me? What's his name? He was the actor of, like, he was like the Indian dude, like the Master of None.
Oh, Aziz Ansari.
Aziz Ansari. Y'all familiar with that guy?
Not Aziz, I'm sorry. It's Aziz. I'm sorry. Aziz Ansari. Yeah.
So he was a comedian, right? He was a comedian, and he
look at it.
What you got something to say?
I don't know.
He's a huge Aziz Ansari fan.
People I do this show with. Good God. So help me out, Elma.
Yeah.
So didn't he get canceled because
he's part of the Me Too movement?
He's part of the Me Too movement, and he got canceled because he went on a date with someone. He tried to escalate it to sex, and then
ooh, I don't even know if it went that far. From what I heard, that it was like he like tried to give her a kiss.
Yeah, and they were saying sitting on a couch, and then she was said no,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's like, cool, whatever. And then the next day, she texted him, was like, that was weird, and he was like, okay, and then he got canceled, and he didn't. I'm butchering it, but let's just say, for example.
Yes, I agree. He did not deserve to get canceled.
I agree as well.
Yeah,
because I know how many times
because he got caught in the middle of the big time like Me Too movement.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the reason why I'm saying that is like I feel like, well, at least with him, because I'm not trying to say that person's wrong, she's wrong, and things like that. It's like, how can we have a conversation with him and her where it's restorative, where both parties, not saying it's going to fix the situation, but like just killing this person's career. Like, he doesn't exist. Like, he doesn't have to feed his family. He doesn't have to do anything like that. And he didn't do, in my opinion, anything that too egregious.
Yeah.
So my thing is, like, how do we have that conversations with people? Because we're so quick to be like, all right, you have this opinion, I'm not even listening to that. Mm-hmm. Boom. Nobody sits at the table to talk about, obviously, we can't argue about human rights, that's the thing, but, like, like, we get to talk to Aziz. We get to talk to, kind of Andrew Tate. Like, why we gotta, like, so I'm just curious, like, what are your thoughts on, like, how do we, like, move this forward with, like, canceling, like, who do we actually need to cancel and who do we actually need to have a restorative conversation with?
Truthfully, I think it shouldn't be up to one individual person. Like, the cancel should just come from people not listening to them. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, allow that person to say whatever they have to say. Allow them to talk to whoever they want to talk to. But, like, the cancel aspect, I don't think anybody should be like, yeah, you're canceled. That's not, I feel like that shouldn't be a job. That shouldn't be somebody telling somebody what they can and can't say, ultimately.
Yeah.
Like, so being able to just be like, don't listen to him. If you don't like what he's saying, don't listen to him. You can cut him off. Mm-hmm. You cannot follow him on Instagram, whatever. You cannot follow him on Twitter. Like, just, so that's just kind of my opinion about it.
Yeah, I'd say I agree with AJ there about, like, the masses is who should dictate how, like, our reaction to a specific individual. And also I do believe that time helps heal wounds. So I think, we're able to give these people time and like second opportunities later on.
Yeah, I agree. Well, hit the music. I see you later, Angie Tate.
See ya. Goodbye. Enjoy Romania.
Of course, if you listen to the episodes, it's more dangerous, or Romania is more dangerous than Compton, everybody. If you listen to our last episode.
Don't drive around in a Bugatti in Romania.
I'm still
that's
trying
the
to
part that got fucking cut.
What?
We were talking the whole Deshaun Watson. That's the part that got cut. Never mind. We were talking about Compton and Romania.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Which one's more dangerous?
What's more dangerous?
I mean, I've never been to Romania, but I know Compton is crazy.
See, I've never been to Compton.
Ooh.
I think it's Compton. Still.
Ooh. Well, hey, before we switch to this next segment, watch this. All right, AJ, I have a question for you. What's 3 times 3 times 3?
18.
What did I tell you?
It's hard on the spot.
No, it's not. Would you like to try again?
3 times 3 is 9.
Okay.
Times 3 is 18. Or 27. No. Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I tried to say this nigga. All right, next one. All right. What are the 3? Oh, what continent are we on right now?
Continent would be North America.
Okay, great. Great.
Damn.
Great. All right. What 3 countries border America?
3?
Yeah. Or what countries border America?
Canada.
Okay.
And South America. Or Mexico.
There we go. There it is. Thank you.
Because some people conclude Mexico in the North.
Mexico's North America.
In North America, so
and
that's
then you have
South
Central
America. But you say country, so that's why I had to like.
Oh, that's fair.
Go back.
And then there's one more. if we're saying if the ice freezes over and this happens, there's one more.
This is like, yeah, it's
we can give it to him.
yeah, just give it.
It's Russia.
Wait, I was gonna. Are you talking about from Alaska to Russia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it.
Okay, my bad. And last but not least,
How many oceans are there?
I think it's like
5.
I think that is right. Yeah.
I don't want to say a different number, but what he said, I'm smart.
So Atlantic, Pacific, Ocean, Antarctic. Where's the Antarctic? Antarctic, and then it's the
Nile
northern
River.
oceans. Food.
Oh, I was the Nile.
I don't know all the names of them.
That's fine. The Indian and then
So
Indian.
Indian and what else? So I went to New Zealand and seen when the 3 meet: the Pacific, the Indian, and the Atlantic.
Mhm.
They meet, and it's like super calm. It's crazy.
yeah.
It's called the All Blue, but
Really?
oh no, if whoever that's a reference, sneaky reference. If you know what the All Blue is, I fuck with you.
Sneaky reference. There
But
you
it's
go.
calm. Like there's like crashing waves all around, and then they all collide, and it's like calm. Like there's
Where'd you see that?
in the northern tip of New Zealand.
You've been to New Zealand?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh
for
yeah, I know. Yeah, we
month
talked
and a
about that
half.
before. That's really cool.
I got 2 more quick questions for you. Take over.
Go ahead.
What's 7 times 6?
7 times 6, 42.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's 42. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't hold my man. He 3 for 4. He 3 for 4. You definitely said 18.
Yeah, I did. I had to think. I had like.
no. Last but not least, who fought in the Civil War?
Civil War was the North and the South, America.
Okay. Who do you know the names of the North versus the South?
Oh, the Confederate and the Union.
Okay, great. We did a literacy test because I was
We're making fun of people last time.
Yes. A lot of people don't know basic stuff. So, and Koss was like, well, if you put a camera in front of someone's face, it's hard. You did fail. You fumbled the bag. I was like, damn, maybe Koss was right. But then you cleaned it up after we had the reaction.
Saying we get someone off their guard.
He answered the other questions pretty, like.
The first one just caught caught me off guard. I didn't know what to expect, and so once I was like, "Oh, okay, I know what to expect," it became easy.
All right. Well, what do you got for us today?
So, at work, coworker, introduces me to their husband.
Hi, husband.
20-year gap between the two.
Is the husband older?
Yes,
Okay.
20 years.
My mind is telling me no.
So, my question to you guys is, what is your age gap?
But my body.
And what are you willing to accept? What are you not willing
My
to accept
body.
when it comes to age?
Yeah.
It's telling me yeah.
Me go first. Okay.
Yeah.
See. Okay. So I'm 24. I'm willing to go +2 up, +2 down, or -2 down. Sorry, +2 up, -2 down in terms of age. So between 22 and 26 is my age. But that's a fairly small gap, just because like I'll date someone who's 21 too. I'll say 21. I don't want anyone that I can't like go to the bar with. I'm 24 at this point. It's kind of weird.
What's the religion where I'm promised versions after I pass?
Nice.
What's that one called?
Wow.
What is it? What's that religion?
Might be Islam.
There we go.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's sign me up, boys. I'm on the 21 version. I was fucking with y'all.
Nice.
I like okay,
Nice.
Kevin Spacey.
What? You're Kevin Spacey.
Anywho, it's tough. I'm in my I'm in my Thundercat prime years.
Third reference today, Thundercat.
No,
That was like the third time you said Thundercat today.
No, it wasn't.
We're all shaking our head.
I don't like this. Okay, all right. What's the first time I said Thundercat?
Before we started the podcast.
Before we started, you said it earlier this podcast too. I can't remember for
No, I
what.
didn't.
Started right in the beginning.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You'll see it when you go
So
back.
y'all wait, and I'll put this on the fucking video because I edit. So I said it 3 times. Are you?
I can confirm 2 on the podcast, 3 today. I can confirm 2 on this podcast right now.
2 in the podcast.
2 for sure on the podcast, 1 before we started.
All right. When I edit this, I'll give y'all the benefit of the doubt of 1. But if I hear 2 Thundercats,
You say 1 maybe. You literally just said it.
I'm talking about after this point.
Okay.
I'll say I'm wrong. I'll put a nice little thing at the bottom. Robert was wrong yet again in this podcast because I was wrong because I said it. I said that part wrong. Mm-hmm. I'll admit that. And I'll put another one. So if you watch it, you'll see. So I'll say this. It's very tough because it's weird. Like once you get into the like 30s, you kind of be like, you know, productions of children. Like I need a, you know,
yes,
I need a good age, you know. So I would say for me, the
no
youngest,
40-year-olds.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm sorry. What did Kevin Samuels say? That they're leftovers. Women, I don't think you're leftovers, but you know, I'm just trying to be funny. I'm entertaining, but y'all know I love women. I would say 26 to 33 right now is my age range.
Really? I thought you'd be a little younger than 26.
No, because I feel like a lot of people. I'm actually very mentally mature, you guys.
No, you are. But you've been on dates with like 22-year-olds, 23.
I have never done that in my life.
What about that Indian chick? How old was she again?
Wow, we are exposing shit.
I'm sorry. You got me curious.
She was
because I was surprised because she was like about my age, and I was like, oh, interesting.
She was 25, 26.
Nah, she was like my age.
She was definitely 25, 26.
Okay.
She's definitely 25, 26.
All right.
How do I know that? Because I saw the messages. I have no problem. I can show you the messages.
No, it's fine. I believe you.
Now, would I take people who are younger than those age range seriously? Probably not.
Yeah.
But you know, she has to be very like there because I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to be having a wife and kids pretty soon. So my thing is, I'm in that mindset.
My turn.
Yes.
I would say, like Robert said, I would go up a little bit though. I would say like
virgins.
No.
Okay.
25, 26 to like 35, 34.
Okay. Like a 10 years. 10-year range.
Yeah, and I think it's just like...
Because you're right in the middle, right? Like 29, 30?
I'm 30.
Yeah.
Big 30.
Yeah.
And I just feel like there's some people that at the younger age that can kind of like comprehend that aspect. I think 26 is a big time frame of difference in like maturity and mentality. And I think 35 is like you're still just young enough to be able to have kids if you already don't have them. But you are kind of pushing that bubble too. And I feel, I don't know, for me, like, I don't know. It just wherever it collides, like, I'm just like whatever. But I asked that question because what are your thoughts on, like, for example, my mom and my dad were 9 years apart. So what are your thoughts on like relationships that are like 10 plus, 15, 20, like age difference?
Props to them. Respect. They can make it work. That seems like a challenge.
It's
especially 20 years, like your coworker. Like, what do they talk? I mean, if they're both old, then let's say if they're both over 40, then I'm sure like the topics they talk about are fairly similar. But imagine like you being 20 and your partner being 40, dude. That's a different lifestyle. That's a different life in general.
Oh, they can check their life alert for him, you know.
Yeah.
And they have a kid together.
And they have a kid.
See, I feel like that's an anomaly. I also have to agree with Koss. And I would say back in our parents' generation age, I feel like besides them tolerating physical and verbal bullshit, like they got the concept of why people should get together better than our generation.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I'll just say I can't imagine a 20-year-old TikToker being like, "Ooh, let's do a dance," with a 40-year-old person now. Like,
You see a lot of things on TikTok, man.
Really,
You see a lot of fucked up shit on
like
TikTok.
sugar baby.
So I
I
also
have an example if you want one. I'm sorry. I have an. There's this dude. He's like maybe 35, 30, mid 30s. At the oldest 40, but I think he's mid 30s. Dating a woman that looks like she is a ghost. Like straight up, like doesn't have teeth. Probably 70 something. It is the most. It is so weird, and they're popular on TikTok, and they do like dances together, and they do PDA and on TikTok and all this stuff, and it's foul. I'll show you after the show.
So like,
if you're on TikTok, you know what I'm talking about.
so she's like she's
Dude, she looks like she came from a movie set, dude. That's like unwrapped mummy type of like.
So he's waiting in the wing.
Maybe he's waiting.
He's like, he's like,
let me.
here's a
collect that
cough.
check.
He's like, huh?
I don't even know if she's the one with the money.
Oh damn.
He just likes her. That's his style. Sorry, please continue.
No, go ahead. So like, I work at a bar on the weekends,
Okay.
and I see it all the time. Like guys come in, they're 35, 38, and they're with a 24-year-old, and I just be like, interesting. Like holding hands, come in, IDs, check IDs, like. So it's like,
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
I feel like nowadays it's becoming more common into the sense of like age after 18 doesn't really matter, but for me that is
Yeah, it does. No, sorry, go ahead.
it's weird. Like it is absolutely
Okay.
outstandingly weird to me to be able to like that process is just, I don't know. Like you gotta, when you go back and you think about it, like I was 20 years old when this girl was born, or I was, you know what I'm saying? Like the mentality and where each one of them are is probably way different.
Ew. I just saw this person. Let him see. Ew, no.
Play the TikTok.
No. Copyright. See?
It's not copyright.
See? Look at his face.
What the
That's
hell?
why I had to bring it
I've
up.
seen this.
You have? Yes, thank you.
I've seen this, but this
37 years apart, ladies and gentlemen.
happily a year and a half and happily
They're
married.
trying for children.
Hey, that's
Huh?
you. That's you. Hey, that's you.
No.
That's you, bro.
Hell no.
What if God
If-
was
if-
like, my son,
My
this
son.
is, my son, this is your
I'm
wife.
going to hell.
If anyone's curious and you have TikTok, it's King Quran.
You know, we don't want to couple shame. Hey, love is love. You know,
Love is love.
love is
Absolutely.
love, y'all. But I will
not
just
my
have
cup
to
of
say, like, we're not gonna get on here again. I gotta say this again on Will Smith's internet, and not gonna address how we got on Brittany, whatever her name is,
Brittany Renner.
Brittany Renner and then Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like, we really it slandered them for the age difference.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's one of those things I think people don't really talk about, like that Beyonce Jay-Z age gap. What is it, like
No, they talked about it. for
10
sure.
years?
Something like
I
that.
feel like...
They talked about it. They
I feel,
agreed to
yeah, I feel like it was weirder back then, though. Because now you have, like, Channing Tatum dating Zoe Kravitz.
Huh?
You know Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
He's dating
And
Lenny Kravitz's daughter?
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz. They're together, and that's like, she's like 25,
21, 22?
maybe 23, something like that. Channing Tatum's like 37.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, it was like, oh my God, they're like the perfect couple.
So the question is, if you were her father, would you want her to date?
If I was her father, I'd shave my mustache. Sorry, I'm getting her confused with Lori Harvey. My apologies.
Oh,
If I was Lenny Kravitz, it'd be a different story.
Bro, if I was Steve Hart,
I don't know why I get her, and
It's fine.
But that's not even her real dad. Y'all
It's
know
not.
that, right?
but yeah, look, see,
So,
I'm not making this
okay,
up.
If you were an adult, or
That's
okay,
ridiculous.
so
Zoe
y'all
Kravitz.
were an adult, right? And your son or daughter was like, yeah, they went to college and their first year, and they're like 19, and they're like, yeah, I'm talking to Bob the Builder. He's 32. y'all stopping that relationship?
Absolutely.
Yeah. On the bike.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
You seen this? Yeah.
Bro,
So the question
what,
is
like-
why? Okay, I know why, but like,
Andrew. Yes, that's a 37-year-old Channing Tatum riding a bike with Zoe Kravitz on the back. Yeah.
and that just kind of goes more into like our conversation, our talks of like, you know how like when they were talking about PJ Washington and like grooming and things like that, where I'm like, where does the buck stop? Because we always talk about like, obviously, yes, if you know, my niece was dating some 40-year-old from college,
you'd be
I'm
creeped
like, look
out.
here. I'm like, he gotta go.
Mhm.
But it's kind of like, when do we let love be love? When do we like hold firm
Yeah.
to bear? Because y'all see like the reason why I'm trying to play devil's advocate is I'm happy that homeboy 37 and she 85, like
61.
exactly. So like let's just say with that relationship, right? What's it say with that
King Quaron.
relationship? If that younger person gets manipulated or they break up, they're gonna be like, well, this person knew what they were doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, especially when it comes to like popular culture, right? Most famous people gotta have something young on them, right? Like they want a young looking Kanye,
That's a good point.
for example. Left Kim and got another young.
DiCaprio always
Right.
has a young woman.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, they gotta have a young, fine looking woman, especially on the male side of things, because I think it's more common on that side. And I think that's where a lot of it stems from, and it's a nasty place to me. I feel like it's a nasty place to be in.
Yeah.
Because now you're looking for what's young, who's the up and coming model, who like Lil Wayne that did it at one point was dating a model who was super young. Like I don't really know how to describe it, but it's like for me, it's like there's beautiful women your age. There's beautiful women in your age bracket.
You ages.
Like I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Like don't get me wrong, but I think there's a point where like it's becoming more disgusting and more disgusting. I think there was an old dude who's dating like a 25-year-old or something like that, and happily dating.
How do you feel though? Like, let's say it's an old guy with money and dating, old guy, wealthy Hollywood guy dating a younger woman, but she's using it as a way to also just like, get her name out there.
But I feel like it's becoming so common now. That's what the sugar daddy aspect of things is, right?
Mhm.
Like, I'm just gonna date him because he's gonna buy me a Birkin bag.
Yeah.
And I think we've conditioned women to be a part of this life as men to be like, we want something young. And so she's like, let me take advantage of what he's offering. I don't know. That's just my perspective and my.
I agree with that to a certain extent, but I also disagree to it as well. Where like, I know women contribute to that, but also men contribute to it as well. But the whole gambit of society is, and what I'm just thinking of just hearing that is like, women know they control the sexual marketplace.
Absolutely.
And it's harder for a guy to go outside and get sex. It's literally like, it's so easy for a woman to go outside and get that. So I think for me, it's kind of hard for me to be like, like I get it. And like, and I had this conversation with y'all here and so many other people, even today, where it's kind of like, when do we get to a place of like, all right, when can we start? How does this work for everyone? Like, you have an advantage, I have an advantage. We both acknowledge that. Now, how do we compromise and make this work? Because at the end of the day, what I feel like we're all talking about is that age gap, because I know something at 30 that 18-year-old would never know.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, those people in relationships, let's just say, given the benefit of the doubt, not being a dick, maybe they're in love, but like at the end of the day, 40-year-old problems are different from 22-year-old problems.
Mm-hmm.
And like, how comfortable and how for sure are we really, even with the people that we are having close relationships and at our same age bracket, the deep conversations, not many people at the same age don't have the conversations necessary to make that relationship flourish. But I feel like in those relationships where it's anomalistic like that with age, because it looks like on the outside, it forces a lot of those relationships to think like, oh, what does this look like? What do we want from that? And I feel like a lot of those could work because of that. But at the same time, you know, yeah. But with all that being said,
Yes.
we have not even last things, and we're going to be shaking a tail feather.
Oh, okay.
Guys. I'll save that topic for our guest next week.
Sounds good.
It's actually a really good topic.
Yeah.
Because I actually want a woman's perspective on this one. But before we get out of here, I think we got 3 things we all got to do. You going to end us off. But do we got some, and we got to get this button, do we got some church announcements over there?
Yeah.
You can start church announcements next time.
Oh yeah, I can start church announcements. If you like soccer jerseys, give me a follow. PDX Kit Collector. Trying to grow the page. Playing around with some photo editing stuff. That's about it for my church announcements. Anyone else? Church announcements, please go around.
I'll go. I got church announcements. I want to give a big shout out to our other brothers podcasts out here. We got Backseat Critics. We got Brace Yourself. Oregon. Mm-hmm. Okay, great. You just like looked at me like, did I say it wrong? Mm-hmm. That's it. Okay, great. We got some dope podcasts that are up and going. So I want to say church announcement on them. I'm gonna update our page so you can have a easier link to find these guys and what they're doing. Also, another church announcement, big announcement. And it's just like the page, subscribe, click that notification bell. We got some dope events coming up from all the things that we're doing. So I would say that's my big church announcement on that. Making sure you're following the Instagram page, lookhere.fri. We got some things going on there. We're going to be posting daily on the story. So other than that, follow us right now. Or you know what? I'm telling your mama.
Damn.
So what are you saying? You at their mama's house or something right now?
Why can't I just tell their moms? Like, I'm not at their mom's house. Why is it always sexual with you? Why can't I just tell on them and just be a citizen? Like, you know, your son and or daughter.
But you said I'm gonna tell your mama right now, so you got to be at their mama's house if you.
Yeah, because they're doing something bad by not following the show. See, why are you there? Why are you there? Why are you there? Why are you there?
Because we just wrapped up there.
Okay. Do you have any church announcements?
Not really. You kind of tapped mine. Brace Yourself will be coming back here pretty soon. And we have a special thing for you. So beware, be ready. Follow the Instagram, Brace Yourself Oregon. Also follow the podcast on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts.
YouTube,
like, subscribe. The YouTube page is up. It's actually kind of weird. It's kind of dope though at the same time.
YouTube. A lot of people that listen did not know we had a YouTube, and I lead them that way. Low key, yeah. They're like, oh, I forget you guys have a YouTube, and then they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like, AJ's not the way I thought he looked.
The YouTube page, don't it look sexy, y'all?
It's looking good. It's looking good from our man Andrew.
Yeah, shout out to Andrew.
Shout out to Andrew.
Shout out to the man with the mask.
To the backseat critic himself.
Yeah, he's getting so embarrassed right now. I love it.
Look at
They're praising me. I don't like this, but I like this. He's like a cactus. I like it.
It's like a cactus.
He's prickly, but on the inside he has water, and we need the water.
And Robert wants to suck that water out.
I'm hypocrisy. I'm like Scrooge. Yes, work on Christmas. Yes, Andrew. And to end us off today, we have a brand new segment, guys. It's called, drum roll please, read.
Come on!
Left on red.
Left on red.
Left on Red was inspired by one of our co-hosts. We're not gonna say who because we don't need to stroke any one of them's ego.
Caution.
Left on Red is an opportunity for y'all to connect with us. So we post this on our Instagram. So if you follow us there, if you have a comment or a comment question about us, the show, or a topic idea, please ask. So if you want to ask who's Andrew, we'll definitely tell you. We'll get him
on the camera one day.
We'll get him on the camera one day.
We'll tie him up.
If you want to know what kind of socks Koss is wearing, we'll tell you. The questions you want to know about us, let us know on the IG page. We have a sticker, and we do have a question. We'll definitely shout you out. We'll shout out your Instagram, not
unless you don't want to shout it out. Maybe some people don't. You think everyone will? I'm just
the shout out is they have to ask the question.
Okay.
So this comes from
maybe some people are embarrassed and don't want to ask the question.
Okay. If you don't want to be shouted out,
let us know, please.
Just say it in the question. So this comes from not YouTube, the Instagrammer Aaron Robinson.
Hey, I know that guy.
Yeah, I know that guy too. He asked us a question, and this is a wild one, guys. This is so off base. He says the CDC is admitting fault about handling C-19, and people are ignoring how they got finesse. So he wants us to talk briefly about the CDC not following the rules.
What's the C-19?
COVID-19.
Oh. Okay.
So for me, the CDC has always been bullshit.
The Skittles.
The
Skittles.
Absolutely. I just feel like them, the FDA, a lot of those federally ran companies are just about money, like in how we can get opportunities to get money quickly. CDC is one of them. How can we pump out thousands of vaccines for this company that was just banned, and now they have the opportunity to make vaccines, which makes no sense, right? So like, for me, the CDC is just another money scam, and they don't care about they're part of the government. I think the government runs in the same fashion as the CDC. Produce a doctrine, it's could possibly be true, but you never know, and then they apologize later. So
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a feeling he was gonna ask some fucking question like this. Hey, look here, that Mpox is running around, and whatever
Mpox?
That Mpox, that Gorilla Glue, that Gorilla Tape,
Gorilla Glue.
that Gorilla Glue is
that was good.
Is out there. So what the CDC say, I'm gonna do, because
you gotta keep
it's almost kind of like, would you rather have COVID-19 or Gorilla Pox or Monkeypox? I'm not gonna lie.
Why you call it Gorilla Pox?
Because it's tough.
It's tough.
It ain't a monkey. Wow, I've been seeing it. It's silverback tough.
But my thing is,
I'm dead.
So to kind of like touch on you, not in that way, touch on what you're saying is like
touch on
you. Anyway, diseases are created in the body first, right?
Mm-hmm.
But diseases are mutations of things that have happened in the body. So cancer is a mutation of something not going right in your body, which can also be caused by other things being put into your body causing mutation, right?
That the CDC approves.
So we cause mutations to mutate, and then we fight them with a cure that it causes them to mutate again. And so we have this audacity to say, this is what's coming out. And again, this is why I don't fuck with CDC. And because a lot of the mutations are there to fight polio, which is back now.
I did see that. Polio's low-key back.
So but we came out with a disease win, or the vaccine win. You know what I'm saying?
Like the 50s, 60s.
So it's like we continue to
Lung.
get things to mutate. Things will forever mutate in your body as long as you continue to put them in your body, because your body's forever changing. And I think that's what people have to understand is like, the better you keep your body, the better you'll be able to fight diseases. You'll be able to fight things off that are instead of going to get a vaccine or whatever.
Well, I ain't seen no blade of broccoli stop gorilla pox. Let me just tell you that.
I'm not saying.
Let me tell you, a 4-mile run ain't stopping that.
Hey, the better you treat your body, the less you'll get sick.
Do you have any
Fair.
words for our one of our followers?
Thanks for being a
CDC.
follower. Now his question specifically, is he saying, are we surprised?
I think he just wants us to comment on.
He just wants us
the
to comment
CDC
on-
and how we had these strict guidelines and now we don't. And now we're rolling them back and saying.
I think when it comes to COVID-19, everyone was just playing it by ear. Each day we learned something new.
I agree.
Each day we were doing something new. So I think the CDC was just doing what they could with what they knew. I'll cut them that bit of slack, but I do agree with AJ in a way that I do agree with it's all run by the government, funded by the government, funding for the government. It's all backhand deals, Michelle Obama stuff. We talked about that last time.
Wow.
I almost have to get the Tims out and stump them out.
Hey.
I'm just saying, it's all about what corporation's willing to pay the most to get their stuff approved.
Andrew's gonna help too.
So that's my stance on it. Thank you for the question, Aaron.
Yeah, thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much for being left on red.
That was absolutely corny in the end. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Hit the like, subscribe, the bell, please. Ding, ding, ring the bell so you can be notified every time we post something.
Yeah, so you could be left
Diddly-ding.
on red.
This has been a Play No Games
Left
podcast episode.
on red.
Stop.
Make sure if you have any questions, go to the segment, write in the comments.
Why are you in your
Left
nose?
on red.
What?
We're out. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Probably wondering if I think of you. Sorry, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, for the bag that I never had. Yeah, you probably mad right now. Yeah, I got a 2-piece now. But shit, I think they call them groupies now.